Hey everyone. Hey dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. Sebastian Bach is a famous singer. He was popular in the 80s with Skid Row. That's a little before my time. I was never into like hair metal stuff. Dude looks like a lady, right? There's a lot of that from the 80s. A lot of men put on makeup and dressed up as women, something God hates. Just pointing that out. Right, again, on this channel, we're showing the truth that a lot of people can't seem to handle. Because people prefer lies. Lies are more comfortable in this world. If you knew the truth, it would be mentally stressful for many people. And without sounding arrogant, a lot of people honestly couldn't handle it. Like learning that the earth is biblical and we've been lied to on such a massive level, it takes its toll on your mental health, especially when you're trying to figure it all out, right? Many of us here in the Truth Christian community, we've been trying to figure out the world because the Bible says one thing and then the world says something quite different. So I want to show people the world is biblical. I do not hate these people. I'm not nitpicking their daily sins, right? We're all fallen sinners that fall way short of God. And I'm pointing out signs, symbols, and agendas that are antichrist. You have to think to yourself, are these for God? Are they for Jesus Christ? And if you say no, they're probably not, or most definitely not, then they have to be antichrist. You are for Jesus or you are against him. There's a lot of people that think they're Christians in this world, and God will say to some of them on that day, he will say, I don't know you. Depart from me, you that work iniquity. And that's horrifying to think about. So Sebastian Bach, looking excited here. He's got a solo album called Give Him Hell, and he's got some devil horns there, right? A lot of people see this stuff, they go, he's just being edgy. You know, Satanism or whatever has always been in rock and roll. The devil, he's always been in rock and roll. And a lot of people don't believe in Satan, the devil, or Lucifer, and they are mistaken about that. We're told in the Bible that Satan's actually the small g god of this world. He offered all the kingdoms to Jesus when Jesus was in the desert for 40 days, right? The temptation, of course, Jesus turned him down. But he didn't say to the devil, no, you cannot give the kingdoms of the world. They're not yours. This world is run by Satan. A lot of people would laugh at that. A lot of people don't think so because why would God do that? And then they just make up their own version of things. Sebastian Bach, the singer, is doing the Freemason Osiris risen pose with his arms crossed like that. You can look this up if you don't believe me. He's doing the Utara Bodhi Mudra with his hands there. He's doing it here as well, and he's definitely got some big hair. Right? 80s style. Like I like some 80s music, honestly, like some of the synthy stuff and whatever. And I did grow up at the 80s. I'm a child of the 80s and 90s. Again, never into Skid Row or the hair metal stuff, but Sebastian Bach is doing the Utara Bodhi Mudra there, and he's also doing it here. Can people rest their hands like this? That can happen, of course. Most of us on this channel know this. But when you see it time and time, over and over, there's something to this. You can look up the Utara Bodhi Mudra name. I know some people get thrown off by the funny-sounding name. It is a gesture taken from yoga that's supposed to represent supreme enlightenment. You can Google that and look it up and find lots of information. It's actually the false light of Lucifer, the so-called illumination, and it goes back to the garden, the eating of the apple. Satan says, "Don't, oh, are you sure God said that? Listen to me, Satan." Right? The world is biblical. And this is the most prideful gesture I think I will ever come across, that we will probably ever come across. Brothers and sisters, everyone else, God bless you.